Thanks for staying with us. So on Thursdays, we like to bring in guests just to join the conversation. So join us now is a community development expert, child psychologist, business strategist, personal development coach, family therapist, and a specialty counseling psychologist, Dr. Bountiful Taiwo Adelowa. Welcome to the show.
Morning.
Good to have you.
Thank you.
We love it when women join our show, just to have a feel of the show and all the drama with YK. You know, YK is that drama? No, sorry.
You say drama queen.
Drama, I know it's a drama queen. But yeah,
Vibe is essential.
yeah, exactly. But before you came in, we were talking about fuel. You know, the pricing, how we all woke up to this reality this morning. 1,030 naira in Abuja, almost 1,000 naira in Lagos. Yeah. You know, different parts of the country are complaining. A caller said he's on 1,100. And we're looking at all the various parts, you know. So I was saying that maybe there's a silver lining. Others have said that you can't see any silver lining, no. And they're saying that, okay, this is more money we've forgotten. What are you doing with it? So in your own view, what do you make of the recent increase?
In my own view, I started gradually just checking how much we spend on fuel. And I found that, because I have a project this weekend, so we have to fill up the cars. So I transferred 100,000 to the ATM and told my driver to fill up the 2 cars. So I was swimming. It was this yesterday, my reality. And my husband just came to the pool, so and I like, what happened? He said, how much did you transfer to the account? I said, 100,000, and he just laughed.
I laughed too.
I asked them to fill 2 cars. I said, yes, now. I said, no, no. He said, you have to send him money. You have to send him more money. And that's about another 60,000 naira to fill the 2 cars. Yes. And I think on Saturday, on Monday, or I think on Saturday or Sunday, we fill up for the week. So you are spending in a week, you are calculating about 160,000 on the fuel. Now, my personal view, what came to my mind is the analogy of the frog in the hot water kettle.
Okay.
That if you sit in situ like that with time, we get used to it. And so what can we do? How can we reject this? And I'll take you back to during Jonathan, I think second regime, during the swearing in, and I listened to presidential speeches a lot. And he said, this time around, we're going to make sacrifices. I may not quote him verbatim. Well, what that said, that phrase said, we're going to make sacrifices. He said, strong economic sacrifices to take us to where we're going to. Okay. So I was looking forward to the sacrifice and the end points. Yeah. Well, the sacrifice may not be as hard as what we're seeing now. And I told myself that maybe that sacrifice we didn't do that time is what we're doing now. This is not to absorb anybody who is faulting on what they're supposed to do. So policies, ideas, theories, strategies may not work as expected, even when they're evidence-based, because of the people behind it. So when you talk about anything, either the subsidy or no subsidy, it is not my problem. My problem is until we as individuals get it right. I'm not going to absorb. Like, I think one day I was speaking to a commissioner of police doing a project, and he said, we're going to say police is bad or police is corrupt. That police is a demographic representation of the society. So I'm not going to have President Tinubu at the fuel pump. I think I had to, actually, I didn't fight, but I had to take it up at the fuel station, NNPC fuel station, and I was buying fuel, and the fuel was not, the machine was not rubbed. Or, okay, that day, mobile sell a bit higher than NNPC. So the queue didn't worth my time, so I bought a mobile. And that day, I think I bought with 45,000 naira, 42,000 naira from the same level, and the tank was filled. And I went to another day, maybe like 2 days after, I was buying another station, same level, and I bought 47,000 naira, and it was not filled. And yet, the NNPC was cheaper than the mobile where I was buying. So do the mathematics. So making the sacrifice is not my problem, but the people behind all of us, until we choose to do the right thing, whatever sacrifice we are making will just be mere suffering, and we're not getting there.
There are certain policies, because you see me, is this shifting of goalposts that is bothering me. If we say, let's remove subsidy and federal allocation has increased because we've started to make more money that we're giving to state governors, and we did not buffer before it was removed. It was announced because the last administration did not even budget for subsidy. So it was announced, and we did not wait to prepare so that the CNG alternative that we would do had kick-started. This is 16 months plus into administration. It has still not kick-started. Every day they announce 2, 3 buses that they want to do and a longer goal. So it's like this term, this tenure, this first term will finish. We will not see the result. Now,
the question we're coming.
Okay.
So this is for me. When we say we have removed subsidy and we have other palliatives that are supposed to improve the lives of people, and they are not seen, we are not really improving the lives. If at least fuel price in the pumps have gone up, but transportation is cheaper because all transport buses, not some, not in some states, not in one corner local government where they launch it, the 60 buses, all have CNG conversion and they are running on CNG. It will reflect in the cost of food prices.
Automatically.
And then Nigeria will say, okay, we get this one, we give you this one. It's like, it's not like you take it all. As it is now, all.
Thank you for that palliative matter, because what I find is they do not even know what palliative should be. Palliative is not giving me rice. Because if I eat rice today, I go to toilet tomorrow.
Finish.
The rice don't finish. I need what will sustain me. Exactly. Not give me a bag of rice. A bag of rice is not going to sustain me for my lifetime, unless you think that my lifetime is only a week. So,
the rice, no deal.
So going back to, that's what I was talking about, this CNG thing, because anytime we talk to government, I mean, for us, we have a bit more information than most people, because we talk to government officials a lot of time, and they keep reminding us of these rollouts. And Nima is absolutely right. There should be a windfall of CNG kits given to all transporters so we can begin to see the reflection in the food prices. That's number one. Number two, Cardoso. Was it Cardoso or was it Wale Aduna was speaking recently? Wale Aduna was speaking recently about the fact that the food production has increased. I don't know. Some people are telling me that they saw tomatoes, the paint buckets, 1,500. They saw it's a season of tomatoes. Yeah. So they say that they pumped in a lot of resources to push food production. Hopefully that should reduce our inflation. But the point is that our Nigerians seeing.
We're also importing.
No, Siamo.
Are we seeing the effects?
We're importing food, I'm saying.
Now there's no local production of rice. I don't know who is mopping up Nigerian party. But we are importing more rice now than we ever did. And it's even better than the price comparison.
That's
it's better.
Thing. Agriculture.
When you even talked about prosecution of subsidy thieves, Jonathan embarked on prosecution of subsidy thieves. Show me one conviction. They listed names.
Where have you seen any conviction?
Now they talk so.
If Nami is giving you
my head is worrying me from here. This is where my head is worrying me from.
There's a conviction in the news this morning.
There are convictions.
Of a military leader, general, who took palliative, not subsidy, but who took palliative.
Subsidy thieves we are talking.
I heard it in the news when I was
No, we are talking subsidy thieves. So, those who were collecting subsidy for fuel not imported during Jonathan's administration. There was a committee set up with them. There were lists released. We're all hopeful. In fact, all of us joined. The way we are joined on this Emefiele matter now that I say I'm no longer interested in. We joined and say, God have cashed them. I'm waiting for people that got cash.
Is it possible? I mean, that's a very important point you just raised. But you see, could it be the style of the kind of president we have? There's a president that can come and say, today I have this list. I'm going to take them to the cleaners. We're going to behead them. We're going to put them, whatever it is. And there's the one that says, you know what, let me just focus on the people. Yes, these are the people that are... I'm just saying that, is it possible?
No, well...
That not because we don't have a list of those people who are at the cabal.
Yeah.
Is it but this person is all ready for a fight? His own is that, let me find a way to fix these economic issues that we've had for years, has been abandoned for years. Is it possible?
I think
it's possible. It's possible. You know, in as much as justice and maybe using somebody as an example is fantastic, whatever is in the past, I rather want to save the future, stop the problem and save the future than looking back and dwelling so much on the back.
So
that's one view.
Yeah. The way that I see it is that because we're in a democratic, system, definitely we have the judiciary that handles issues like this, and we have called out our judiciary many times. There's some cases that are in court forever, and we know that there's some caliber of people that can keep their case in court for a very long time because they have access to either influential people or some resources that they're able to do that. So it's the corruption we're talking about in different spheres of our country. So even if we have a president who is willing to say, you know what, EFCC, do your job.
Yeah.
We find EFCC stalled at the court for different reasons, technicalities, or, somebody fainting at the door of the court and saying he's sick. We have to give him some time to face the court. So there are those different issues. So I feel that our system allows for you to go ahead, do what you need to do with the economy, while the judiciary or whatever needs to do what needs to be done concerning justice to be brought to the people.
Your judiciary, the only cases in your judiciary right now are election matter. Politician and election. Hey, everybody just run up and down. Yahoo.
They cannot even catch Yaya Bello.
We don't have.
Yaya Bello is still running up and down.
Yaya Bello is
carrying himself to this is the city arresting.
and threatening them to prove that they have a case.
Yeah. Now his people have come out to say
money no loss.
Our money no loss. His own people. So please.
But I heard the EFCC, the EFCC boss recently in an article. I can't remember the names, but he did assure us that arrests are being made, investigations that it's not business as usual. The new guy is definitely working to ensure that those cases that EFC had in court are actually being addressed, and that the cases are being followed through to see a logical conclusion.
In my very eye,
we would have to bring him back here.
In my very eye, two governors that they locked up for corruption got presidential pardon.
In our lifetime.
Not in another person's lifetime. My lifetime, in this year, last year, when Buhari was going, he gave Daria and the other guy presidential pardon. I say, oi? Then you tell Yahoo not to do Yahoo.
Logical.
Come on.
I think for me, when I think about this left and right, it weighs me down more. So I look on the positive side of everything and say, in our little spaces, yes, call them out, make them responsible, but let's be positive-minded. I mean, what can be done to salvage the future or the now is more important than, because this corruption is entrenched in our system. We're not the only country doing subsidy.
Yeah.
We're not the only one, and it's successful in other
going back to this issue of subsidy, YK, remember I was going to say that you're right. We can pay subsidy. And countries across, I think it was Hassan was saying that many countries pay subsidy for different things because they have their abundance. When we had money, it was easy. A lot of things were subsidized. Education at some point was free. In this, when we had money, they were subsidizing fuel because we had the money. We don't have the money. That's what Sanusi was saying us the other time. We don't have the money. We should have removed these things since that time when your country was screaming. And Emir Sanusi was screaming that time. Because Nigeria were broke. We don't have the kind of money to be
this Nigeria that we are broke. It's the one that Senator car did not miss so. They did not change their mind on their cars. Yeah. I think my head is worrying me from here. You're missing it. My head is worrying me.
Another question.
This same Nigeria that we are broke, we just got our plane for president. This same Nigeria that we are broke, some Chinese companies are taking over our assets internationally. We are broke, I'm confused. This place is worrying me.
We get solid mineral, Boku everywhere. And we are broke.
Solid mineral will not solid mineral itself. We don't refine itself.
NNPC just entered
Somebody must want to invest
in
exchange
for loan, and we are broke. And they worry me.
I heard that Abacha. I watched one video where that Abacha was former Kini. Mustafa was talking, and he was talking about one solid mineral that is in Boko Haram territory.
Zamfara is gold.
No, not gold, Californium.
Oh, okay.
So I Googled Californium. They say 1 gram is $27 million. They say Boku for Maiduguri.
Chinese go soon enter there, but you no go.
They don't enter already. You said.
We have.
They carry there now. Enter there.
They sweep them.
Helicopter carry.
Things we are talking about. So when we are removing subsidy and I'm pained, and I know we have everything here. I will be pained.
I think for me, it's still individual.
When I go to the airport and I see millions of private jets, and I can't even buy bicycle, I'm pained.
But these things might be essential.
Let me go on a break so that YK can drink some water. I think so. And Nima can use paracetamol for her headache.
Worry me here.
Let us go on a short break, and we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.